Hello guys, welcome back to Red Hot TV. Governor Zulum says, soldiers, not Boko Haram, attacked my convoy. The Borno State Governor, Babagana Zulum, has accused Nigerian soldiers of being responsible for the attack on his convoy last Wednesday in Baga, a town in Kukawa local government area of the state. It was reported how Mr. Zulum survived an ambush by suspected gunmen last Wednesday while on a trip to Monguno and Baga towns to distribute foods to internally displaced persons, IDPs. Addressing the Army's commanding officer in Mai 4 after the attack, Mr. Zulum wondered why the army has not been able to secure Baga despite the number of troops deployed for over a year. You have been here for over 1 year now. There are 1,181 soldiers here. If you cannot take over Baga, which is less than 5 kilometers from your base, then we should forget about Baga. I will inform the Chief of Army Staff to redeploy the men to other places that they can be useful. Mr. Zulum was quoted as saying. But speaking a day after the attack, Mr. Zulum said what happened to him was a complete sabotage from the military. It is a complete sabotage. I cannot end my interview without clearly stating what happened yesterday. As far as I am concerned, there was no Boko Haram. It was a serious shooting by the Nigerian Armed Forces while residing in Baga. The situation is very embarrassing, he said. The governor's statement underscores the disturbing security situation in Borno. His statement suggests either sabotage by some soldiers or poor communication between the soldiers in Mr. Zulum's convoy and those on the ground in Baga who shot at the convoy. The army has said it is investigating the attack. The Nigerian army wants to reassure the general public that this will be interrogated with a view to forestalling future reoccurrence. The army spokesperson Sagie Musa said a day after the attack. In his Thursday speech, Mr. Zulum said the failure of the military to take charge of Baga may lead to residents taking laws into their hands. Baga is important. We shall organize the community to take destiny into their own hands so that we can occupy Baga. That's important, he said. It was earlier reported how the Northern Governors Forum, through its chairman, Governor Simon Lalong of Plateau State, described the attack as callous and reprehensible. Mr. Lalong's statement was signed by his spokesperson, Makut Macham. The forum said the attack was to frustrate Borno governor's efforts towards reducing the suffering of IDPs who had been traumatized by the terrorists. This regrettable attack shows the desperation by enemies of peace and humanity at large to jeopardize all efforts towards making life easier for victims of violence in the states over the years, it read. Borno is the state most affected by the Boko Haram insurgency in northern Nigeria. The insurgency has claimed over 30,000 lives and displaced millions of others. However, Nigerians have reacted to this. Popsy said, winning a guerrilla war is within the region of impossibilities. It is sad, but it is safe to say that the Northeast is a lost territory. There are lots of things working in favor of the Boko Haram. Compromising the Nigerian army is one of them. The only way relative peace can return to the affected region is via negotiation. As unpalatable as that may appear, even the US military can't win this kind of war. They may succeed in reducing it to the barest minimum, but there definitely will always be pockets of conflict from time to time. Okay? Another person wrote, that is Abdul Hakim wrote, some soldiers in the Nigerian army have become enemies of peace and humanity, maybe due to their personal gains from the insurgency. It's actually too embarrassing. Ezenwa Josh wrote, ha ha ha, Northern Nigeria. You never learn, do you? It's not Boko Haram, but soldiers. Before you called them misguided brothers. From there you called them armed men. Then bandits. Now soldiers. What a country. The Limit Breaker wrote, what is wrong with this country itself? Why can't our military artilleries defeat this Boko Haram? I am still trying to demystify how a small terrorist group will be overpowering our supposed almighty military in the same country where they both stay. Or are they now ghosts that can't be seen? Mr. Governor, can you please keep quiet? Where were you when the same army were playing with the lives of your people? But you kept mute then, but now you are crying wolf. Hypocritical fellow. That was very harsh. Sok wrote, it is easier to add Boko Haram to the Nigerian army than to subtract same from the army. Nigerian army is the state wing of the insurgent group. The truth is always bitter. The Limit Breaker also wrote again, one attack has already reset this bozo's head to factory settings. Now his fellow northern governors are now awake, Abi. Go to the IDP camps and you will see suffering and poverty advertisements. Don't quote me if you haven't been there. Rubbish government. The fact that I'm from the West doesn't mean that I shouldn't speak for my northern brothers. Gory states to behold. Victor wrote, ha ha ha. Truth is coming closer to exposing this unfortunately, unneeded, prolonged, and sustained lies upheld and perfected via National Assembly, the Northern Governors, Nigerian Army, Nigerian Air Force, Nigerian Navy, the police, and all sister agencies. Conspiracies to ensure 500 million naira is drained monthly from Niger Delta oil resources to fight phantom Boko Haram that is collaborating with Buhari and Buratai's army. It will not be well with the wicked. Charming Graska wrote, everybody with a functioning thinking faculty knows this, except for some few dunderheads like Botem Lipa that thinks otherwise. There are saboteurs in the army, even in Buhari's cabinet. Okay. And Poster wrote, you do not need a soothsayer to tell you that the war against insurgents has been politicized. From the villa who refused to change the service chiefs to the soldiers who felt betrayed by their superiors, from those who decided to give terrorists amnesty to those who are left to wallow in poverty and loss of dear ones at the IDP camps. The lives of Nigerians and Nigeria are used in this political game of chess. Checkmate. Okay? Obuks Bayelsa wrote, it's unfortunate that stories like Army and Zulum matter. It's unfortunate stories like Army/Zulum matter that makes me believe that Mr. Buhari has lost control of governance. How can a sitting president fail to react to the allegations raised by Zulum against the Nigerian army? All I see is a president who is afraid to remove his service chiefs because he traded his rights to remove them for his protection. We are all scared of Buhari, with the exception of Obasanjo, Atiku, FFK, and few others. Nigeria is on a downward spiral movement to destruction. Okay? Flood Flores wrote, "This is what you will see when you bring back Boko Haram to the army in the name of repentant Boko Haram." Okay, guys, if you have anything to say concerning this, drop your comment in the comment section. And please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Thank you very much.